Hello, welcome to my 100th video. Now we've come a long way from the first video where the editing was just absolutely appalling to now, even though I'm not really where I want to be in my content career stage, I'm happy with the progress I've made. It's not all about like numbers and all that. If you look at my first video, absolute dog shit. It was so bad. If you go through all my videos, you watch them one by one, you can see how much I've evolved, how much I like grew as a person. You know, you go to my last video, it's better. There's always room for improvement, but it's better. I actually wanted to make this video for people who want to start YouTube or want to start content, because I get a lot of people in my chat asking, hey, I want to do this, what do I do, or I want to do YouTube videos, what steps should I take? And I want to give people an insight of what my experience has been. But if you're coming here looking for a tutorial on, hey, the algorithm does this, like little nerd emoji stuff, like you're not getting it here. I'm going to tell you more about the experience. Each person's journey is different, but what you can expect on the road. If you have thoughts of being able to go into content, it's not something you can be half in and half out on, because it takes a lot of work. I already know it takes so much work to even get a little bit of progress, and you need to have momentum. So you have to like know you want to do it. You have to really enjoy making people laugh, or whatever your content is. You have to enjoy whatever content you're making, because if you don't enjoy it, you're not going to want to do it, and you need to keep doing it. There's a lot of challenges when you're first starting out. I feel like getting people to understand why you do it, or like why you want to do it, is a big part of it. I have a supportive group of people around me, which is good. Like I've great parents, great everything. But even people who like you're close with, they don't really understand why you do it or what it even is. So it's kind of hard for them to not judge, like, why is he spending so much time on this? Why is he staying up late doing that? It's a bit of a lonely road. No one's going to really understand your personal journey, which is difficult. You feel really alone sometimes. Like you kind of wish people would understand you more. And I'm not saying no one understands you, but it's also something I think you need to go through. The more, if you go for it alone, you kind of find out more about yourself. Content is quite a personal journey if you're doing a solo channel. It depends what kind of person you are. For me, I'm very closed off with my own business, so I didn't tell people, kind of let people find out. I was always like a bit nervous when people found out, because I didn't know how they were going to react. If you know you have a really group of supportive friends around you, which you can talk about it, that's amazing. For a lot of people, you don't have that, and you have to kind of go for it alone. I just want to make you aware that the like telling people about it part is difficult, and it's a process that you kind of just have to get over with. When it's all out in the air, you can focus on what matters more instead of worrying like what people think of you. When it comes to the actual process of video creation or the process of streaming, if you're worried that you don't have the right equipment, the whole journey is like a progression through what you can do. Like it's all about developing skills. It's all about developing confidence. It's all about getting new equipment along the way. For me, I had to work a part-time job to get my PC. You shouldn't let equipment stop you. I remember when I first started streaming, I had this awful webcam, no like lights or anything. My PC, Jesus Christ, it was run out of a garbage truck pretty much. It was an awful PC. It was like 10 years old. But yeah, I was still able to stream on that. Was it the best stream? No, it wasn't the highest quality. The mic sounded awful, but even the act of streaming helped me develop confidence. So when I did get that equipment, I already had like a little group of streamer friends. I had like confidence. I had like a small-ish community. It becomes easier. So when you get higher levels of equipment and you have more confidence in yourself, you're ready. Because I know how many people like say they want to do this, spend tons of money on equipment, and they either give up, because you want to make sure you really want to do it. They either give up, or they just don't do it consistently. You need to make sure that you really want it. So I think that is an important process, like starting from rock bottom and working your way up is important. As well as that, when it comes to editing, everyone complains that, oh, I don't know what to do with editing. They try and get people to edit their videos for them. I think that's not a good idea. It's a good idea when you're an established creator, but when you're first starting out, you need to edit your own stuff. Even if you can't edit. There's a reason I've posted this many videos. It is the determination to get better at editing. My first video wasn't edited well. Everyone's first video will be edited awfully. Like, you shouldn't let it discourage you that you can't edit. It's a really transferable skill, and it's important to learn. It's not an excuse to say you don't know how to do this. I caught myself doing this as well, but I was like having trouble with my thumbnails. Like, their thumbnails are really good and I wanted advice. I was like, oh, I can't really do this. And like, that's not an excuse, man. There's no excuse to not learn these platforms and add them to your skill set. Sure, you'll be rubbish at the start, but it takes hours and hours of practice to get good at them. The only way to learn and get better is at trial and error. So if you say you can't edit, you can't stream, you can't do whatever, just do it. Even if it's crappy quality, even if it's rubbish editing, Trial and error is the only way you progress. I want people to know how much of a grind it is. I already mentioned it once, but you have to really love what you're doing. You spend so many hours on a video and it like gets 50 views, and it's like really difficult. It has to really be in you to want to keep going. You get knocked down so many times in content. Every stream that goes bad, every video that goes bad, it makes you feel like crap. It makes you feel like you're like not good enough, or you don't deserve to be part of the big leagues. I think everyone experiences it. I have a big thing about going back and watching content creators I look up to. I always want to go back to their oldest videos. They all struggled at the start. Even though now when you're getting 50 views and you spent like over 10 hours on one video, you have to keep going. The thing is, I can't have much wisdom on this because I'm still in a position where that is happening to me. Like, this is how you know like you should keep going, because if I'm here and I'm saying you should keep going, I'm still out here getting piss all for a lot of my effort. You just have to have blind faith. I think that's a big thing. You go to so many dark places, content takes you to a lot of dark places. You feel alone so much. It really does build up your mental strength. I feel like you have to have strong mental strength as well. A lot of people, they take long mental health breaks, which I'm not saying you shouldn't do. Some creators take like 6-month mental health breaks. I've seen tweets talking about, oh, views are low this month, I'm gonna take a break, I don't like content anymore. Like, you can't do that. It's a rough patch you have to work through, because you never know when the views are going to spike up. Each video you put out, it may not go well, but it also could go very well. You can't stop, even if everything goes shit. Even if you literally get nothing per video, you need to keep pumping out. Because that, not only does that help you improve, teaches you mental strength, and any video could be the one. It really is all about momentum. You need momentum to get to where you want to be. You can't just take breaks whenever shit goes bad and come back when you feel like it, and then feel bad because everyone's left in the 6 months you didn't upload. Believing in a dream you don't think is likely to happen, but you're still working towards it, is better than not believing in anything at all. When you're creating content, you're going to come across a lot of hate. For me, it's mostly on TikTok. I think because I have a bit of a high-pitched voice for my age, it makes me an easier person to like put a mean comment down, or like put a negative comment down, which can really mess you up. People leave hateful comments because they're like, their own life is crap and they want to take it out on someone else who's actually trying to put themselves out there or trying to make themselves better. It's difficult to continue posting when all you see is negative comments. You see like a few positive comments, you see all these negative comments, and people say you shouldn't listen to hate, you should ignore it. But it's difficult. I understand it's really difficult to not let it get you down. Like, I've been dealing with that recently. People who are just being negative all the time. It really annoys me. Okay, if you don't like my content, you don't have to watch. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to entertain people. So if I'm not doing anything wrong, why are you leaving a nasty comment? If you don't enjoy it, just move on. It's literally one click and you're off the video, or you scroll past it. So that is like one thing I'm struggling with. I don't really have much advice for this one, but I feel like it's just another thing that helps build up mental strength. I want people to realize when they start, like they are not alone. They may feel lonely, but there are other people who are in similar positions to them. They may just not know them. You're not the only one in your situation, which I think there is a sense of comfort in that. I've been talking about a lot of negative things. I've been speaking about dark parts of content. There is still a lot of good that comes from it. I've met so many good people who I'm like genuinely mates with. I would have never have met them before. People from all around the world, Australia, America. You meet so many people that you never would have met. There's a lot of good sides to content. I know it's difficult, but you have to appreciate the journey and not the destination. Like, again, bit of a hypocrite. You have to sometimes stop and like think, oh shit, I have a Discord with 100 people in. I would have never have met any of these people if I didn't start this. Content, if you want to do it, I think it is a great idea. Even though the sleep has been down the drain, my head's been all over the place, my mental's been all over the place, I wouldn't have changed it, and I still won't change it in the future. If you're willing to go on the journey, it will be something you don't regret at all. I promise I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep pumping out videos, pumping out content for you guys. I'm going to try my best. Even if I get a full-time job, even if I'm 25 and I'm still doing this and I haven't gone anywhere, I'm going to keep going. All I can say for now, I don't know what the future holds for me. Here's to another 100 videos on the Alex Cal Next channel. Yeah, I hope this helped you guys a bit. Alright, I'll see you in the next one.